We're up to mitzvah 129. This is mitzvah asay, performative mitzvah number 57 in the Torah at the time of the base of Migdash. This is found in Parshas Vayikra, Perek Hey, Pasuk Chav Hey, Vayikra 5, verse 25. It says, V'es Ashama Yavi Lashem. Now the Asham sacrifice is the guy is guilty. Asham. He is guilty. So he brings a carbon asham as a guilt offering that he should bring. So it's a mitzvah to bring what we call an asham vadai. Before we talked about mitzvah 128, it's called the asham tolo. You're not really sure. But mitzvah 129 is referring to the asham vadai. This is where the guy, he committed one of 5 averas, but bottom line is, we're talking about the guy knows for a fact, he knows now for sure that he did this avera. He's got to bring this carbon asham. Now, one is called an asham gezelos. There's 5 different types of ashams. I'll just run through them quickly. There's the asham gezelos. That's an asham for knowing that he owed money, whether it was a loan, if he stole it, he held it, and he was an object that he held, and he was watching it for somebody. He swore that he didn't owe the money. In all those cases, he's got to bring this asham as a kapara. The second type is asham ilos. Now we discussed this before. This is a guy who used, hektish. He used things that were from the base of Migdash or from the Mishkan, belonging to Hashem, and it was misused. Shouldn't have been touching. It's not his stuff. So if he uses it, he's got to bring this carbon asham called asham me'ila. Then there's an asham, number 3 is an asham shifcha charufa. There is, if he became engaged to a non-Jewish servant, maid servant, right? A woman. So shifcha charufa. And then, so he brings an asham for that. Number 4 is an asham nazir. There's a guy who was a nazir who became tameh, ritually impure from through having become tameh mace, something to get in contact with a corpse, which we'll get up to later on. He brings an asham nazir. Then the 5th one is an asham mitzaira. This is a person who was stricken with leprosy. Well, it's not leprosy, but tsaras, whatever that's called, right? Whatever that really refers to. It's some kind of a spiritual leprosy, right? Because it's brought on from Lashon Hara, having spoken Lashon Hara. So, but once he became cured, he brings this carbon called an asham nazir. Now, the case of the asham gezelos, the asham nazir, and the asham etzaira, we're talking about where a guy became tameh either on purpose or b'shoigeg, by accident, inadvertent, by accident. Now, the second case, the asham me'ilos, is talking about for a guy used it unintentionally. He used hektish unintentionally. That's where that would be. And then the asham shifcha charuf, and then the we already mentioned that one, the third one. Sorry, the asham shifcha charufa, asham nazir, and the asham mitzaira is also. It's not because it's when he finally finished it, so he's got to bring that. That's obviously doesn't make a difference. It has nothing to do with deliberate or unintentional. Okay, fine.